The weekend is approaching, so it's going to be another long run Saturday or Sunday for many that are training for the Flying Pig. And I hope your training's going well. We're about, 3-4 weeks into it now. I've been kicking some ideas around, and I think we're going to call this the running story, a continuous space, if you will. Written word, videos, pictures of the great people that make up the Flying Pig, that run, that train, that help us train, and volunteer, that makes that one of the greatest weekends in the tri-state all year long. And today's written story is about a guy named Mo, who I met 2 years ago while training for the Flying Pig, and he really is one of the individuals that I had in mind when we created this idea of this continuous story of all the people that run and their backstories and things that they've overcome or just how they inspire us. And he's just a dude that, like I said in the story, once you meet him, you've met a new friend, and he's just inspiring to me. Another guy that's kind of like that is Fung, and I met Joe right when I got back into town after working in California for several years at the Flying Pig Marathon Expo, and he was getting ready to start his new business venture, which has now been up and running for, I think, maybe a couple of years. It's the House of Run and Tri. It's a running and a triathlon shop on Eastern Avenue in Columbia, Tusculum. Anyway, Joe is one of the first people I contacted when we launched this project, and I was asking him about the benefits of training with a group. And while I was doing an on-camera interview with him, I started asking him about his background. He's not originally from the United States, he's from China, and here are some of his comments.
I immigrated here in '71. I am Chinese and immigrated here in '71 from Hong Kong.
Okay.
My parents brought us over through the Catholic Telegraph. My father worked for the Catholic Telegraph, and we came over through that. And so yeah, I've been here since '71. Went to University of Dayton. Came back here to Cincinnati. Did accounting and finance for like 20 plus years until jumped into marathon and half marathon training.
It was interesting to me to kind of ask him more about his background, growing up in Hamilton after he came here to the United States, going to a Catholic high school, and then going to UD before he started his career in finance.
In Hong Kong, you have English as the second language automatically from like pre-kindergarten, and so there was a grade before kindergarten. So I literally had 4 years of English before I immigrated over. Okay, so the English part was not that hard for me. It was British owned colony, Hong Kong. So that transition wasn't as hard. It was a lot harder for my parents because they did not speak the language, and learning the language took them some time.
Joe's running story is a little bit different now than it has been in years past. Now, he has completed a couple of the marathons as a runner, but it's more of a work day for him now. He has so many people that he's training that he's out on the course, checking on their progress, rooting them on. And then, of course, they have a water stop at the House of Run and Tri, which I think is around mile 23, 24 on Eastern Avenue before you hit the home stretch of the Flying Pig. So it's a work day as he's cheering on all of those runners in those highlighter yellow t-shirts that represent his running club. So there's another running story. We hope you're enjoying it. If you have any ideas, you can contact me through email. It's chris.riva@WCPO. You can hit me up on Twitter. It's @RivaWCPO, and Facebook is facebook.com/Chris Riva WCPO. Thanks, have a great weekend, and enjoy your running.